Hi, this is Isabel Litzler, Pleiad HC, the place to be to develop your skills and grow your potential. So today I want to answer, there was a question that was left on Facebook this weekend. What do I do to find a job based on the age range? So my main answer to this question would be networking is your best bet in Switzerland, no matter what age you are. This is how most jobs are found because they're in specific networks, and if you don't belong to certain groups, you will never have access to these hidden jobs on the market. So really networking and going to as many events as you can is your best bet. That said, I will try to break down based on age range what's your best strategy. So in your 20s, that's when you're young, you're out of school, you have a degree, but you have no experience. So you can't really bring experience to an employer. So internships and volunteering, anything that gives you experience is good. So be really open, summer jobs also, anything where you can put, that you have experience on your resume so that at least you can go through the internship process and you have already a little bit of something. So really think about that when you're looking for a job. What are you bringing to an employer? Even if it's just a summer internship, that's something. And anything where you can apply your skills. So if you want to go into marketing, what have you done around marketing? Even if it's just to help someone in your family with their marketing during the summer, or go to a shop, next to you to help them a little bit. So anything that gives you skills, that's what you need. And then job boards would be helpful because I would say most jobs are targeted for people either in their 20s or their 30s on job boards, so you still have a chance there. In your 30s, your job search strategy will be around also job boards, but also recruitment agencies and headhunters. I would say your 30s is when you have the most market potential. That's the age that's the most wanted because you have experience, but you're not too senior yet. So that's when you would get offers, that's when you have, you can even negotiate because you have so many job offers. That's when you're the most wanted, I would say, in your 30s. So job boards may still give you a lot of market. You can also work with agencies that will be placing you with employers. But also networking is important because some people in their 30s want to change careers or they want to go in different industries. In Switzerland, people like the resumes where you work from the ground up, very linear. So if you've done a few changes already, you have to explain that. So on those types of resumes, I would work with the client on building up the story so that it all adds up, and recruiters are not scared of you. In your 40s, that's when you have the big question mark. Do I still want to do the same thing or do I want to change? This is what my clients contact me mostly for skills assessment. This is what I've done and this is what I want to do. How do I go about that? Also, if you're moving countries, you're an expat, usually you tend to be in your late 30s or 40s. You will have to reposition your resume, maybe change industries. So this is the part where I really work the most closely with clients. This is really a part where you need to plan and you need to organize your resume a certain way. So in your 40s, really think about, what's your best strategy for you, for your particular profile, and it's all custom made, basically. At least that's the way I work with individuals. In your 50s, you're, I would say, less wanted, and you've probably noticed this already. It's not news because companies prefer to hire people that they can shape up, that will also be more flexible for change. And there's also this idea in your 50s, you're not as up to date with technology, etc. So it's a little bit harder to sell yourself in your 50s. So the best two things you can do for yourself is to be extremely mobile and extremely open to learn new things. So if right now social media seems like a foreign word to you, please, change that. We're in 2017, everything happens online. So you need to also upgrade yourself, if I can use that word, which is more of an IT word, but upgrade yourself to really fit the market and the skills that are wanted right now. So what I find sometimes people in their 50s is that they tend to be stuck in the old days and say, this is the way I did it. But that doesn't matter for a company now. They want you to embrace the change and learn new things. So really, whether it's in Switzerland or anywhere else, you need to adapt to the local market as much as you can and really be flexible to change and be open also to maybe look at opportunities in a wider scope. So this is something also that's custom made work with my clients, where I see their profile and what works best for them in particular. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, as usual, leave comments and have a great week. Enjoy yourself. It's the summer. I will talk to you next Monday. Bye-bye.